Apologies. I think we have a bit of technical issues. I don't know what just happened. I'm trying to figure out what that was. But I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly it was that happened just now. But nonetheless, guys, um, let's just continue with where we stopped. That's gold. All right. I think gold was the last commodity we talked about. All right. So from gold, we're going to go over now to um, the request from Asia Sunday, which was for Brent. All right. So we've treated gold, all right, according to Sunday's request. So now we're going to look at Brent. Okay. So let me pull up the charts for Brent. All right. So for Brent, as you guys can see on the chart already, we have something fantastic going on Brent already. There's a demand zone. All right, there's a demand zone, a very important demand zone there that price is already reacting from. All right, just right here. And you can see that we've got quite a sharp reaction from that zone already. So now what I'm going to be doing is coming to the lower time frames. And I want to check what exactly is the likelihood of this continuing. All right, so okay, yeah, that demand zone is valid. We have trend line confirmation at that demand zone. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Brent. I think we can work with this. There's a demand zone here. There's another demand zone here. Apart from this one that we had from the daily time frame. So this is the 1 hour time frame demand zone. We have a fair value gap. Let me remove the moving averages. So we have this fair value gap that I expect price to come back to fill. All right, so price probably comes back to fill this imbalance. And after that, we get the bounce. Do you guys get that now? So this is XBR USD or Brent, all right, according to the request from Asia Sunday. All right, so let's see how that goes. So let me also mention at this point that you know it's been an amazing month so far. Friday, which was the NFP day, gave us some FT movements. I believe that a lot of us were able to capitalize on the live stream on Friday, all right, in order to make some full profits. All right, we had an amazing experience on Friday. However, I also want to point out that in moments of high volatility, for those who have small accounts, it's always important. Don't get so greedy that you go to increase your leverage all the way. Right? Increasing your leverage all the way simply means that your risk is also getting increased. All right, because now your margin for error is a lot smaller. All right, your margin for error is a lot smaller. So, guys, please do not increase your risk at the expense of your account. Right? Do not do that, because doing that is simply going to put a lot of strain on your own your actual deposit, which at the end of the day will turn out really shitty. All right, so guys, please, whenever we have NFP CPI streams, I really would recommend that you guys ensure that you're using a very small account. Do not increase the leverage all in a bid to do a quick cash out. All right. I am a firm believer of risk management, proper risk management for that matter. All right, so please do that, and I can assure you that you're going to be fine at the end of the day. All right, so going forward, all right, so I'm going to take two other currency pairs. We're going to look at them, and then after that, we're going to say goodbye for the day. So we're going to do US 100, which is NASDAQ, and then we're going to do USD card. So let's start with USD card, then we'll do NASDAQ last. All right, so here, this is USD CAD. All right, we have a previous high, we have a secondary high. That's our secondary high, this is our primary high. I'm not sure price has gotten there yet, but at the same time, I believe that we also have a supply zone somewhere here, just hiding. Yep, and at the same time, we have pivot zones right here. So coming back to the candlestick chart, 4 hours time frame, right? I think we can extend it this way. So 4 hours time frame, let me also show you what the Fibonacci looks like right now. Yeah, so we're around the 88% of the Fibonacci, which means that um, in essence, right now we're expecting that USD card is going to be bearish, right? Typically, that's our expectation at the moment. So we're waiting for price to come fill up all of this, this huge fair value gap, right? Before we can pass the comment on what I think that USD card is going to be doing next. So I think for now, my directional sentiment is that USD card is bearish. Although you might want to go to the lower time frames and then find entry confirmations that align with your particular trading style, right? But for me, one entry confirmation I can easily, quickly recommend to you guys would be the break and retest of this trend line, all right? Price breaks this trend line, breaks structure after breaking the trend line, all right? Breaks below this low after breaking the trend line. And typically you can know that once price returns for a retest, you can enter for a sell, all right? So that is my sentiment on USD card. Then finally, we'll talk about NASDAQ. Yeah, we'll talk about NASDAQ, which is US 100. Daily time frame NASDAQ. All right, so this is the chart. Don't worry, I'm going to respond to your comments. I was reading your comments already. Rita, thank you so much. Imran Zafar, hi, thank you. Moses Ewolu, you want me to look at GBP JPY? I might, all right, if you have the time. Um, Lucky Fingers Academy, thank you so much for that comment. You can easily just search the name Adetola Freeman on Google. You should be able to see some of the amazing work we've done with the live streams since as far back as I think 2 years, all right, or about 2 years now, all right. So you're going to be able to see all of the past records and just learn some beats from some of these sessions, all right, beat by beat, beat by beat. I'm certain that you'll be able to improve your trading for yourself as well. All right. So having said that, let's go to the charts. US 100. All right. So US 100. The reason why it looks like I'm hesitating is because we've had a recent break of structure here, which means that our general expectation should be bullish. All right. And not just that, we also have this FT demand zone here. We have this trend line support that could easily summarize into this. Then let's check. Okay, I think yeah. So that's the range, right? That's the area price is currently consolidating within. All right. So US 100 NASDAQ. Let's see 4 hours time frame. So this was the break of structure. All right, and I think there's a demand zone here. All right. Aside the overall one we have on the daily time frame, which is this big one. All right. We also have this as a zone on that I want to consider. So for me, I think US 100, I expect it to be bearish, all right, a bit. Come into this region, retest the moving averages, and then we can expect to anticipate a bounce. Either from this that initial other block, all right, or we could see price drop maybe this far. All right, drop maybe this far and then bounce. All right, so something like this would be perfect. All right, either the first zone or the second zone, either of the two, give us some really, really beautiful entries. Since price has created a new swing high. All right, the moving averages are we have MA 50, 100, and 200. Those are the moving averages that I use on my charts that you've been seeing on the charts. All right, but as you can also see, I don't do a lot with them. All right, I really don't do a lot with them. So um, that's up to you. All right, your discretion would be the one to determine how you proceed working with that. All right, so GBP JPY, let me take that and then we can wrap up for today. Right, GJ, daily time frame, this was our previous into this. Yeah, that eye was broken. Right, so price broke above this eye. Let's go back to the daily time frame, line chart. Right, come back to 4 hours candlestick chart. Yeah, I think this works. All right, so GBP JPY, we could get to see price drop this far, all right, into the pivot zone. Yeah, this drop, I think this drop is coming from the fair value gap. This fair value gap here, all right, and see structure was broken. So this fair value gap that was filled and gave this reaction could as well push price all the way down into this region, all right, and then from here we could just easily take a buy. Yeah, seeing that that region also aligns with the 76%, aligns with the 76% of our Fibonacci retracement. So that zone, we have the 200 moving average. We have, yep, we have the 200 moving average. We have our pivot zone. We have Fibonacci levels. All right, so all of that could come together to indicate or to imply that we should anticipate some bullish reaction from that region. All right, so that's what we're going to watch for. That's what we're going to be looking out for on GBP JPY. All right, so I want to say with that, a big thank you to everybody who has joined me on this particular amazing live stream. All right, thank you so much, guys, for your constant support. Thank you because without you guys here, this would be absolutely pointless. And I'm hoping that this has been able to give you some insight into, what to expect during the trading week, as well as, some of the things that you can prepare for going forward. All right. So, guys, this is where I'm going to be wrapping up. The name remains Adetola Freeman. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I wish you guys a profitable and remarkable trading week. Do have a fantastic one, and bye bye.